Hell yeah, Craig.
Booyah.
Booyah indeed, fellas. Welcome
Welcome back
to the third episode
to the third episode
of
the damn podcast.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
It's me, Mr. Aiden.
And it's me,
allegedly.
It's me, medium-sized Ian. You know,
Allegedly.
I'm medium-sized.
And today, Ian, today's a very special episode of the Van podcast because they've given us a chessboard.
Yo, a chessboard? That's hype, honestly.
Would you care to play with me,
I
Ian?
would care to play with you. Oh.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh.
Let's play a quick game of chess and then we'll reason out Van.
Yeah. Let's play a little funky little game of chess. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So how you feeling today, Ian? We're vanning?
Yes. Oh, I'm vanning very hard today, actually. And might I add, Big Aiden, you look kind of, you're looking a bit older than before.
I'm gonna pretend to know what that means.
I feel like you're aging is because like last episode, you looked kind of poofed, and I just feel like you're getting up there in age, old man.
That's concerning.
It's very concerning.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah. And see, honestly, I think you made your first mistake by
You think I make mistakes?
I feel like you made your first mistake, right? Because you went for the Nook too early. And honestly, your Nook doesn't really threaten any of my pieces right now, and it's kind of pointless.
Well, just wait until I break out the dragon, because then things will really
dragon these nuts across your face.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, you're right. I did do that.
You did do that, and honestly, you should feel should feel mildly ashamed. Actually, I think you should. But
you think so?
I do think so. So, first things first, fellas. Do you think we should reason a little bit and do a little bit of reasoning?
I think that might be good. Yeah. Let's hear it, man.
All right.
Before I start accelerating in age and maturity.
Now, see, fellows, this reasoning could be quite it could be quite harmful, right? Because we are playing on a 60-minute chess timer. So when that 60 minutes runs out, we are kaput. We are kind of screwed. We have this little clock with us, right? And obviously, we've reasoned Van a little bit before, I'm sure in the last episodes, maybe not so thoroughly, but, I believe we can just say that, Van is a preposition, and you use than.
Yeah, we can be more thorough than we were before, yeah.
I beg your pardon?
We can be more thorough than we were before.
We can be more thorough than we were before. You see, you use than after a comparative adjective or adverb in order to link two parts of a comparison. Children learn faster than adults. The radio only weighs a few ounces and is smaller than a pack of cigarettes. Now, okay, after that small little descriptivizer is what I'd like to call it.
That's a great word.
Yeah, after that small little descriptivizer, I think, thank you. I think, honestly, right, I think I'm gonna go here for the Norwegian for the Norwegian butt plug gambit.
No, that's a brave move right there, Ian.
It's a very brave move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally would not have expected that.
I would have personally expected that. Because you don't...
You see, now, audio listeners, what he just did is he took his own dragon and put it on top of my castle.
Yeah, I'm dragging these nuts across your face.
Truly.
I truly am. Alright, fellas. So, okay, while Big Man Aiden, right, is taking his sweet precious time making a little bit of a stinky move, right? While he's taking his precious time, we can also say that than is a preposition, and you use than when you are stating a number, quantity, or value approximately by saying that it is above or below another number, quantity, or value. They talked on the phone for more than an hour. Okay.
We did do that.
We've done that before. That is
Lovely.
something we've certainly done before. And and honestly, you know, I'm quite tired of you making like these empty things. It's just all empty.
These empty things.
You're making a bunch of like baseless accusations against me that I am not fond of.
Listen, man, I'm not going to do anything that I don't have a right to.
Right. I agree.
It's an interesting move.
It is an interesting move, but I feel like it is not terrible. Given my...
No, it's not terrible at all. It's just an interesting move.
Given my position. Okay.
Like, that over the other thing, I mean, like...
Okay.
Rather than, perhaps. I just understand why you would done that over...
Here's the thing, right? I don't appreciate that you decided to take a little bit of air freshener and salt it over my side, okay? I already smell fine enough. And I don't think I need
No, I'm just preparing. Oh no, this right here is an interesting move that I was not expecting.
Yes. Now, while he's not expecting that move, we're gonna go on to number 3 of than.
Yes, move on.
Than is also a conjunction. You use than in order to link 2 parts of a contrast. For example, in order to state a preference, the arrangement was more a formality than a genuine partnership of 2 nations. Because them nations don't partnership enough.
Agreed.
Greed. You know, that's kind of what they called me. They called me Mr. Greed. I'm a fucking idiot.
Ian, I'm not gonna lie, that move, rather than something else that I see you could have done, was not your best choice. That was
kind of stinky.
For audio listeners listening back at home, you should know that Ian has made 2 very strange moves.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
But
you should also know, audio listeners, that I did just fall right into one of his traps.
You did. Face first, one might even say.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Face first. Fell into my stinky little smelly dungeon of sorts. And boy, was it smelly. You know, some call Aiden
Certainly one way to describe it.
a little smelly little, a little smell devil, kind of sorts.
Interesting.
Okay, so what?
Ian, are you doing alright, man? You seem to have been like something's changed by you, man, ever since the transition
You know,
into this new.
I've been hearing that quite a lot, and it doesn't get less upsetting. I'm gonna be real with you. It quite frankly, it doesn't get less upsetting than this. Okay. Now, I don't know what makes you think you can just keep saying these things about me, but I don't really know.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be real, Chief. I don't really know what to do here. I don't know where to go.
Maybe you should reason a bit more.
I should maybe. Actually, I think that might be. Wait, hold on. That was. We can go on to reading the American English section.
American English? Ian, who do you think we are? We're Canadians.
I know, but
Living in the Oklahoma.
There's no Canadian English.
Born and raised.
There's no Canadian English here. We can read British English.
The Queen.
The Queen is dead, you know, we've been at the bottom of this hole. Some of us longer than others. And even I know that the Queen is dead. You know, in fact, you know, you want to know you want to know something, ladies and gentlemen? I was down here in this hole waiting for Aiden to join me for the third episode of the Van podcast for 2 days.
Listen, man, listen. I told you, I got a bit hung up, man. I had things to do.
Huh.
I had people to talk to.
I see. I'm not fully convinced, Aiden.
Mr. John Burgundy, offered me this strange drink, and since then my skin's been feeling a bit strange.
No, he couldn't have.
And I've been a bit busy working with him on this new thing he's trying out. I don't even know what's going on really, but I didn't question it.
Go there. That might be a bit of a mistake, but that's okay. Guys, fellas, if for the uninitiated, he made a smelly little move and decided to move his little Gringly bot, his little smelly little Grimbly, to third position.
Okay, now as long as Ian doesn't take his horseshoe crab, I should be fine. This is unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate. Now I have an interesting idea.
Ian, there's this movie recently came out, right? Called Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. You know, they do call me, Death. For I am become Death, the destroyer of worlds. Yes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's kind of wacky. That's kind of silly. That's kind of goofy. Hee hee hee. Hoo hoo hoo. Har har har.
Ian, you can stop kicking my ass at chess anytime now, man.
Don't worry, because I see that you've missed your opportunity to make a nook, and I feel like it's about time you do that.
I would, but I'm just not ready.
You're not feeling it,
man. No, there's just something up with me.
Okay.
in my skin.
Now, honestly,
It's in my skin.
I'm gonna be real with you. That wasn't a terrible move there. I'm gonna be real with you. Because
I don't like the way my skin.
Because that cuts off my connection to the Force. And
yeah, I don't like the way my body.
Aiden, how would you feel if I started using Force on you, huh?
I would probably smile and thank you. Like the submissive. Never mind. It's an interesting idea right there. You're just not being nice to me today.
Oh yeah. Alright.
I think there's some moves I could have done rather than the current thing I've chosen.
I have an idea. I have a smelly idea here.
I don't like it when you have ideas.
I'm feeling kind of smelly.
That usually means I'm gonna die.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I did the biggest thing that you can do, the most decisive thing you can do in a game of chess. And I just made a really fucking stupid move.
I'm not sure what you're thinking.
Me neither. You know, they call me a little bit of a wild card.
I'm not quite sure I understand your goal.
I'm a little bit of a wild card. I'm a little bit funky. That's okay. We like it funky here. Don't we?
Sure.
Yeah, we do. You're a funky little boy.
I'm thinking checkmate is close.
Checkmate, man. Because see, once I made my nook, there was really nothing you could do.
Yeah, it's kind of all been downhill from there.
Poggers.
Yeah, and that's it.
Poggers. Aiden, I'm gonna be real with you. That game looks like it's aged you at least 10 years.
I'm feeling it, man. It's
It's in my
skin. It's in my very bone marrow.
Let's see what our higher ups think of the game we've played. Okay. They said that it was okay, wait, let's see what the higher ups thought of the game we played. Okay. We're gonna start with your first move, and it was a book move. It was the Réti. Yeah, that was your first move right there. Was the Réti. And then I made the.
Dude, I think my real mistake was when I sent all my rats down the sewers.
Yeah, and then I pushed my beetle forward, and that was the last book move in response to your Réti. Right. Then you continued to make an excellent move by promoting your librarian to the third square. And then I continued to also make the best move by moving my own librarian.
Well, I mean, it's clear here that you've beat me at my own game here.
I'm looking at the analysis though, because then we can know what we can change in the future. Okay.
Well, I get a strange feeling that John Burgundy is already hiding something from me, and I don't know if I want.
Okay. Well, we can just gloss over the basics. Do
you ever feel like you're like 50 years old? I feel like I'm 50 years old.
I think you're overreacting. You know, you don't look a day over 45, honestly. And
Ian, my hair. Okay, I have gray hair suddenly. I just kind of glanced at myself in the mirror, and like you can see like like some of like the hairs in the corner of my beard is starting to turn gray. It's not good.
I think you're okay. Honestly, though,
Especially considering I came into this podcast completely clean shaven.
I think I beg your pardon.
Hello?
What did you just say to me?
I don't know. I think we had someone maybe come into the room and leave very briefly.
That's bizarre. But I'm
That's strange. We don't usually do
Aiden, I
that.
think all your problems would,
Can we ask them for food? I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry.
I think all your problems, Aiden, could be solved if you recognize the importance of then
Oh, I very
and
much
realize,
recognize the importance of Van.
realized,
In fact, maybe I should reason some Van.
maybe you should reason some then, Aiden. And in the process,
Here.
I
Okay,
think you should know that, I think you should know, Aiden, that I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what I'm saying here. I had it in my head, but my mind's going blank. You know, it's
Why is it going blank?
what being left.
I mean, more often than not. More often than not.
It's what being left in a
It's
blank white room.
your mind going blank is usually due to this weird liquid I've drinking.
And I've also been stuck in a blank white room at the bottom of the Oak Island Money Pit for 2 days. You know, they didn't even give me my regularly scheduled break. They just said, Aiden will be with you shortly, and they locked the doors behind me. I couldn't get out. I had to make friends with the cockroaches.
I was busy drinking vial after vial of this disgusting liquid that kind of tasted like strawberries, but not really strawberries, like something other than strawberries. Similar to how I would describe you currently. You're like Ian if someone had replaced Ian with Ian.
You know, I've heard that a strange amount today. More than I've been willing to admit. Because my cockroach friends, they were telling me that I was looking awfully strange today. You know, and
Have you noticed there's been an increase of cockroaches and just other strange vermin around the
hey,
facility?
get off me!
Honestly, I think this place is starting to fall apart again. I'm not quite sure what's going on. The standards in this place is
My cockroach pals were trying to climb up my leg, but I do not allow such close connections. But, you know, Aiden, I think we can rejoice today. I think we can rejoice today, because 3 episodes is a big milestone.
3 episodes is a big milestone.
It's
You remember the Soul podcast? They didn't even get picked to their 5th episode.
No, they didn't. They didn't. And
it's a shame because I was pretty good friends with that Aiden. He was pretty cool.
From the So podcast?
Yeah, from the Soul podcast. I thought Aiden was pretty cool.
He was an interesting man. And, you know, Aidens like Aidens. Aidens are all pretty much the same, but they need to lessen down on the Aidens, in my opinion. I think they should have more variety with their host.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't remember exactly which episode it was, but I remember when they played that one episode of Live Speakers during lunch, and there's like a good 7 or 6 Aidens that came into one of the episodes, I think, right? I have a very vague memory of this. This was this was sometime soon after we were put out there.
You know, personally, Aiden, it makes me almost quite suspicious that they want to replace us, that we're not permanent.
Do you think so?
It's.
I mean, we're 3 episodes in. I think we're doing just fine. Although I couldn't tell you how long this is gonna keep holding because like I'm looking at my skin and it's getting a bit wrinkly, Ian. Do you think?
I mean, come.
My beard is fully gray at this point.
I think you're overreacting, though. I think
Maybe,
you're overreacting.
maybe I am. I don't know. I feel so odd, Ian. I feel so odd, and I don't know what.
You look gorgeous.
All I know is that I feel different than how I'm used to.
It seems like you age a ton every episode. I feel like you age 30 years after every episode. So you don't look a day over 85, personally. If I do say so myself.
Thank you, man.
Look a day over 85. You could be like 86 and a quarter, but you still look like 85. And
hell yeah.
Yeah. But personally, you shouldn't you should enjoy your years, because you might not have many left.
I might not.
It'd be a real.
But then again, I guess some people never know how long they have left, really.
Yeah, it would be.
You could get hit by a car tomorrow and that'd be the end of it. You never know.
You could be a family of 5 in a Honda Civic you could be 5 in a Honda Civic going down the interstate, and then you get crashed into by a man in a 2011 Kia Sportage. You never know what could happen. And I feel like that man is probably not drunk. But they're gonna say he's...
I think... Is that man Ian?
He might be.
From the Where podcast?
He might be. He might be Ian.
Ian from the Where podcast. He is a bit of a strange one. I always thought there was something...
He's kind of shifty. The way he moves.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as like he's...
Yeah.
Flickering from one position to the next. I don't quite like it, but I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I have a bone to pick with you. I have a...
What's wrong, Ian? What have I done? I am old now.
I have a bone to pick with you, old man. Okay? So not only did you leave me here rotting with the cockroaches and the mice for 2 days.
I've apologized. I've apologized profusely.
Not only did you leave me here and going on the verge of insanity for 2 days. You know what you had the balls to say to me at the end of the last episode?
My memory?
You told me, this is what you said to me. You said, Ian, I can barely repeat it. You were saying, Ian, you weren't nearly as entertaining as you were last episode. You said to me, Ian, you need to pick up your slack. You need to start pulling your weight. And I said, yes, sir, before he got behind me and started pulling my nose off. And he ripped my ears off of my skull. But thankfully, the cockroaches helped me find him back and glue him back on. And I'm disappointed.
Ian, if you keep talking about your new cockroach friends, I might get a bit jealous.
My cockroach friends are the only true friends I have. And I've never gotten so much satisfaction from knowing that the person that I've known for so long is nothing but an old relic. Yeah.
I can't believe you really have this sort of disdain for me. Rather than telling me the whole time, because you bring this to me toward the end of my perceivable lifespan. That's just...
You're nothing but a
really what I thought would
You're
happen.
nothing.
I came into this episode thinking, great, we're having another Dan episode. This is what my life is. I love my life and I have a great life. But now I can see I'm at the end of my days and my one true friend is revealing his real thoughts about me. Perhaps, Ian, perhaps this is the end.
Finally.
Perhaps this is the end.
Finally.
The finale.
Finally. I get to be free. I get to be free from this damned podcast. I get to be free from you. Finally.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that's truly how you feel, I can bring it up with Mr. Burgundy, assuming I live to tell the tale. Or who knows, maybe they'll find another one.
They knew you weren't gonna live past this recording. They knew. They didn't think I'd live to this recording, but I survived. I survived, if not for the cockroaches and the...
You never know. They might bring on another Aiden. I know the Don't podcast. They've been acting out of sorts recently. I know.
They need to stop making Aidens, because ever since I've been placed by your side for these 3 episodes, it's felt like I've been imprisoned. And
I'm sorry you feel
I felt like I've been imprisoned. And I'll finally gain the satisfaction. And I finally get the satisfaction of knowing that you're weaker than me. That you are weak.
Is that really what you're thinking about in my last moments? All I want is peace and tranquility, and I can't even be afforded that.
No, you can't. And, at insult to injury, I beat you. You're an esteemed chess player around these parts. And I cheated. I cheated, Aiden. I cheated, Aiden.
I was trying to be nice to you after my fool's errand of accidentally leaving you for 2 days. I was trying to be nice to you and let you have something to be proud of.
I used the computer.
And you're throwing it in my face.
I used the computer. Now you have nothing.
You
have nothing. You've got absolutely nothing.
I tried to be nice. I tried. And this is how you repay me. It's not even worth it.
Good night, Aiden. Hey, wait, what do you mean he's dead? I didn't do anything. Ugh!